Hi and welcome to the Studio Marco Primeau. This week I discovered that the company Lewitt did add a lot of videos on their YouTube channel, and while listening to some of them, very interesting, I was shocked by one of the technique that was shown about widening a recording. So in this video, we will analyze, is it a good idea? Is it a wrong way to do it? And why? So let's dive in. So for many years, I would say to newbies, like a lot of my friends, audio engineer, not to copy a signal and delay one to make it stereo, because it's canceling some frequencies. And now on the website of Lewitt, that's exactly what they show.
Now we duplicate a mono track and pan one to the left and one to the right. Add a short delay, around 10 to 35 milliseconds, to one of the tracks, but beware of configuring because some frequencies might get cancelled out. That's what it sounds like.
Of course, I could not make a video just saying it's wrong, so I need to test it and show why it's wrong, if it is. So let's go to the computer right away. All right, let's test this in Samplitude Pro X6. I'm gonna bring a guitar track that was recorded as a test. Okay, and we're gonna take just one part and put it at the start. So if we listen. Okay, pretty basic. Now we're gonna make a duplicate. Of course, I could hold Control and click on the object and drag it, so it makes a copy. But if you do, you could be moving the objects a little bit, and then the alignment won't be perfect. So what I will do instead is copy the track, then right click, paste, and click this check so it will copy the object as well, like this. Right, I'm gonna pull up the mixer. If we play both, they will add to each other. Okay, and if we invert the polarity on one, they should cancel. So a polarity here. So you see some signal going in, but nothing is going to the master because they're canceled. If I remove the invert polarity, okay. So the first thing that people try is to put a delay on one of the tracks, and so it will make it stereo. But before we do this, we're gonna pan the track left and right and see if it makes a difference. So full left, full right. So you see it sounds mono. And now we can move one of the tracks and create that fake stereo. So you can move the track or insert a delay if you wish on the effect bin. But I'm gonna just make a slight delay on one of them. So just a tiny bit. So let's listen. So usually this technique is kind of banned by all the professional studio engineer, because we know that it will insert some phase cancellation, some frequency will be canceled. So let's put the old project in mono after this and hear if the frequencies are different. Mono right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is check the frequency. Yeah, I'm gonna put, let's say, EQ match, and then I'm gonna capture this as it is, and after that I'm gonna capture it while playing just one track in mono, and we'll see the difference. So, of course, it depends the distance between the two and how wide you're trying to make the instrument sound. But this shows a lot of cancellation. Okay. And also, the global level of the instrument within a mix will be different. So maybe you will hear less of the guitar. So let's try again, but this time we're going to use a plugin that does the spread for us, and it should not affect the phasing as much. So let's try it. So let's capture the bass, no plugin activated. We're going to capture in mono, of course. Okay, stop. And then we're going to activate this plugin, which gives us a bit of widespread. Let's listen a tiny bit first. Now let's measure it. Capture. Stop. See the difference between the two? There's a slight one, but not as much as what we had before. I did boost the amount here to make the difference. Let's capture again with both. So I'm going to remove the plugin, unmute, so left and right, and we'll see the difference. Right here is the difference with the plugin, and let's capture again. I can hear that there's something going on, and yes, it sounds stereo, but I feel more energy toward one side and less on the other, and some frequency missing. I can hear it. Of course, I've been doing this for years. Let's click stop and see. Yeah, you can see the difference. So there's a lot of phase issue. Maybe we can try to find a plugin that shows us the phase. I think that Samplitude has a tool to show the phase. Let's see if we can check it. This is the correlation. If we play just one, okay, and if we play both, okay, and let's try with the plugin now. Yeah, there is some phasing. We're about between the 22 degree and 45 degree, but it's a lot less than with the delay between the tracks. If I go back again, okay, so there's a reason why professional audio engineers said that this is not a good idea. So in the delayed versions of the examples, maybe you said to yourself, well, it sounds good, so what's the problem? So let me explain a bit further what happens. If you put this instrument in a wild mix, which is loud, every difference of level will count in the way that you will perceive the instrument. So at the end, the guitar might just go below every other instrument because it's missing a part of it, and a tiny bit. Of course, you could say I'm using always headphones, so having the levels on different ears won't cancel that sound. That is partly true, but the worst case is when you use a speaker. Those Bluetooth speakers usually combine the left and the right signal together to play it. So there you go with your cancellation right away. If you have a stereo system, let's say a little boombox that have maybe this wide with two speakers, if you get away from it to make your listen, those two signals will combine themselves to get to you. So there's your cancellation again. So it's not the end of the world. You can do it, of course. I'm not here to say, well, this is all bad. But if you want to retain your mono compatibility and, of course, the best sound there is that you recorded, the best way to do stereo, let's say for a guitar, would be to use two separate microphones. So I'm putting a link to 7 ways to record a guitar. There's some stereo ones there, and they're very tight with no phase cancellation, of course. And another way would be to record one mono track and then double track it. So record the same thing again, and the slight differences between those two tracks will make it very wide stereo recording. So that's what I'm telling friends who ask. Well, record twice or use a plugin that is built and designed to do some widening. Because copying the track, make one delay, well, this is not the best way to do it. So you be the judge. Tell me in the comments. If you liked this video, please click on the like button. Consider subscribing. Hit the bell to get notifications. If you want to help the channel, go in the description and click on the merch link. Choose anything, it will help. Another way to help is to play many videos and share those videos. It's always a great help.